We've got some brand new big news for Space Marine 2, and it's all coming with the end of the month February community update. There's a lot of things to go through on the list, but one of the main things they tease in here is the brand new mode, Horde Mode. I've been talking about it, you've been talking about it, now developers are teasing us about it. So let's jump in, let's go through everything, and let's get waffling. So let's start at the top and go all the way down, and we have the February recap, everything that happened in February. You know, we've got the new Biovol, the new PvP map, the Data Vault, the new cosmetic rewards, etc. But one thing they do talk about is some of the issues still present in the game. One is the FPS drop and too many spore mines spawning at the same time. I've been experiencing the FPS drops. They do say here they're actively working on a patch, which hopefully is going to be out next week. I know a lot of people have been saying to me, Valrak, I can't even load the game up. I can't even start the game because of the issues since the last patch. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this fixes it for you and you can start playing very, very soon. It goes into more detail about the Imperial Vigil community event, about the helmet and stuff like that. There is a little bit of feedback about this because a lot of people did not like this event, myself included. It's not like I didn't like it, it's just the pros account caused a lot of problems where I had to do it ×4. I know people said wait 12 hours, I waited 2 days and it was still nothing. I had to redo it and do it again because of the pros account. We have noted that the community events have received cold feedback since we introduced them as an additional way to unlock cosmetic items. We saw that many of you mentioned FOMO generated by the events. Rest assured, we're not looking to transform Space Marine 2 into a full live service game. That's good news. The items available through events will be available later for everyone. We want community events to be a way to unlock items in advance for the most dedicated players and not to be sourced for frustration and stress for everyone. However, that means we must provide a smooth experience in unlocking said items, which has not been the case so far. Again, they see that and they're responding to it. Great from the developers. We deeply apologize for the trouble, and we are currently working on a simplified process to unlock the items to make experience less constraining. That is cool, right? Again, I love a studio that sees the wrongs and they try and correct it. Hopefully in the future now, when they do these events, it'll be a smooth, plain sailing, and we'll all have fun doing it. Next up, this is the big thing. What's coming? Here's the big list. 7.0 update is in the making. We're working on it, and we'll give you more precise date once we get on. It's probably going to be springtime. I'm going to say April onwards for this big patch, but again, that's just a massive assumption on my behalf. So you're going to get one chapter pack, one champion pack, private PvP lobbies, which I think is going to be a big thing going forward. A new weapon only in PvE for now. New operation, weapon perks rebalance, class weapon loadouts rework, PvE prestige rank. Once you reach level 25 on a class, you can buy a prestige level that will unlock a unique prestige perk. Choose them wisely because you won't be able to change your selected prestige perks before unlocking the prestige 4 levels. Ooh, I didn't know that. That sounds very, very spicy. On top of that, power boost, each class will have a unique cosmetic reward that emphasizes the class iconic armor part. Again, that's awesome. Gives me a reason to come back and play the operations again. It gives me a goal to strive towards. That's what I keep saying about this game. Like, give me something to play for, and I'll play it until my eyes bleed. Now, if we keep going, the next one, of course, is Horde Mode. We've been talking about this for a while now. I really want to see what they change in Horde Mode. Like, is it going to just be a copy and paste from Space Marine 1? I have no idea. Let's see what they say. So, Horde Mode. Apparently, you're waiting for Horde Mode. They've gone in their Discord and took a lot of people's comments out there about Horde Mode and stuff like that, as you can see. You're very eager to get more info on Horde Mode. It's one of our top priorities right now. One thing that we can say, it will be very different from Space Marine 1 Horde Mode, and that there are surprises we can't wait for you to find out about. Once we get really interesting things to show about it, we'll do it. Bear with us. Now, I will say a lot of, well, I've seen some suggestions on how they're going to do this, because this developer made a game called DayZ, for people who don't know, and apparently that had a Horde Mode in there. And the way it worked is that the more you kill, you can actually like go to like a vendor type shop and buy certain things like guns and upgrades and stuff like that. I wonder if they're going to include some type of option to have that in the Space Marine Horde Mode. But thinking of it, is it really lore accurate if you go to like, I don't know, a vendor as a Space Marine and start buying upgrades for your weapons? Maybe if there's like some sort of like tech marine there that can upgrade your weapons or something. That's the only logical way I can I can think about it. But I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very keen to see how they introduce this. What I will say to the developers, right? Have more than 3 players in horde mode. Right, 6 versus 6 you've got, right, in PvP. Why not have 12 players or 10 players, right? A full battle company in horde mode. As the Xenos are just coming and coming and coming, and you just fight into the last. I would love something like that. That was one of the problems with Exterminatus mode in Space Marine 1 for me. That was only limited to 4 people, and I wanted to get more of my friends in to enjoy just the epic last stands that we were doing. Of course, the more people you add in, I think the harder it should get, the more resilient mobs should get, the more elite mobs should spawn, warriors, biovores, everything like that, right? You should get everything if you start adding more friends into those games. That's my take on it anyway. Hopefully we'll get to see something very, very, very soon. Public test server. We're also excited to share our goal to launch a public test server in just a few weeks. Expect to take it place on March and before patch 7. Once we get a specific date, we'll make an official announcement on our socials. This will give you early access to upcoming features and the opportunity to share your feedback, helping us refine the content before its official release. That's something I'm very interested in. I wanna get like the content and hopefully fine tune it so it's not broken on release and brings more people back and more people enjoy the game. That's amazing. Community feedback on the new absolute difficulty, a word from the game director. We would like to hear your opinion regarding absolute difficulty. Overall, we are quite happy with how intense the difficulty is itself. We see that it requires a lot of concentration, and we feel like it's fun in terms of how many enemies you have to face, how hard they hit you, etc. At the same time, we see some comments that it's a bit easier, yet on the other hand, we don't want to mess with it up and be like, hear the voice of the community first. Well, outright, here's my take on it. Here's my take on it right now. If you have competent people with you, it's a breeze. If you're on like voice comms with people, I don't think I've ever failed one of them. It really is that easy. It's just like the hardest difficulty, but with a little bit more Majoris units in there, slung in there. Like instead of like 2 lictors, sometimes you get like 4 lictors, maybe, which is, again, if you know how to parry, if you know how to handle them, Auspex scan them, come down, hit him with an assault with a thunder hammer. I find it easier. I'm not trying to be like a pro player or anything. I do find it really just like the normal difficulty, just a little bit more elite units in there. But again, that's just my take. Here is some data and context. It goes through all the data and context. I'm not really going to go through all that. You can read it if you want. It's just them telling you. Poll 1. Would you like to see dual terminus enemies and dual terminus enemies in general in absolute difficulty? They just really go through what you'd like to see more in this difficulty. If anything, right, this is what I want to see more. I'll say it again. I want more players added to PvE. Yes, I'm going there. Give me at least 4 people. Add an extra friend in there, and then you can throw what you want at me, mate. You can throw the kitchen sink at me. Give me more people to play with. I want more friends in this game to purge with, to play with. Hopefully the developers will understand that. Like, I'm there, I'm playing it in my Discord with my friends and, you know, people who follow me on the channel, and it's sad that I can only put 3 of them in there. And there's so many just waiting to, like, tag me in, coach, I want to come in, I want to play and stuff. So give us, I don't know, give us the ability, give us the option to do it. I think that would be really, really cool, but maybe that goes against their game design on what they want to do. New Terminator, I wish there was new Terminators. New exclusive wallpapers, if you want to get them. Emotes are worth a shot, some like screenshots and stuff like that. I was hoping that they would add more emotes in this month, but no. And that's it. That's basically it for this month. Kind of a slow month, I would say, for Space Marine 2 in general. But hopefully this is the spring that takes us forward into just a whole bunch of new content. Patch 7.0 is looking absolutely massive. Let me just get it up there, what's coming. And hopefully it does as good. I can't wait for the PvP lobbies. Hopefully we get PvP prestige ranks. I keep saying to the developers and stuff like that, I keep suggesting it everywhere. I think I'm going to do a Space Marine 2 suggestion video to really put it out there. Give us a leaderboard for PvP. Give us it. Give us it, right? I want to be the best tactical. I want to be the best bulwark. Give us stuff like that. That would be an amazing thing. Just give us it. Give us it, please. It would make so much sense. It gives someone like me to aim for something then, right? right? I jump on PvP at the moment, and it's like, I don't care if I win or lose. But if my reputation's at stake, and it's like, Valrak, here he is, he's got like 51 losses to 1 win under his name. I'm like, okay, I'm not losing this. I can't lose it again. I have a reputation. You see what I mean? Stuff like that gets me going. But anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below. I'm having a nice little chin wag down there, as we always do. See ya. Have a great day, evening, night, where you are in the world, and bye-bye.